Talk a little weather right now. Let's get over to Scott because he's got some information that we all need to know going into these late evening hours here.
Yeah, and overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, no worry about any rain or storms, but the winds definitely the story. So wind advisory, another one going into effect tomorrow. You can see starting at 6 o'clock in the morning until 7 for those northwest winds at 20 to 30, gusting up to 40 miles per hour or higher. So we're going to be seeing that for all of North Texas. We saw that for today. We will continue to see a really tight pressure gradient for tomorrow. More on that in a second, but let's talk about that Thursday wind threat. So here we are going to about the midday hours. Your winds gusting up to near about 40 to 45 miles per hour. You saw this at the top of the newscast, but just wanted to point it out again, all out of the north to the northwest, still associated with that same system that brought the severe weather to parts of East Texas and Louisiana. As we went through the early morning hours, we will see our winds still gusting up to near 40 miles per hour by the time we get to the late afternoon hours. Then into the evening hours, dying down just a bit, still winds gusting up to near about 30 miles per hour starting out again your Friday morning. But also want to point out with those winds that are going to be gusting up to near 40 to 45 miles per hour, we do have an elevated fire danger for tomorrow. Pretty much near 35 and west of that, even though we saw the rain move through the ground, not super saturated, so some dry vegetation out there. And when you have those winds gusting up to near 45, brush fires can ignite pretty quick. Now, why are we so windy? We have to look into the upper level. So there's this area of low pressure that as it's sliding its way down to the southeast, it is strengthening. These white lines that you see there are called isobars. So when they're very close together, that indicates the windy weather or a tight pressure gradient. So think of a steep hill in a sense when you see these lines closer together. Now, as we see the area of low pressure push its way further to the east, see how those lines spread out a bit more? That means that pressure gradient is a little bit less. So that's why your winds start to die down a little bit more as that low pressure lifts its way to the northeast. Where are we sitting now? Northwest wind right around 13 sustained in Bowie to 20 in Gainesville, gusting up to about 26 in Gainesville to 20 in Bridgeport. So expect those gusty winds off and on through the remainder of the night and through tomorrow. Right now we're sitting at 63 degrees with mainly clear skies, a dew point of 44. Overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, our temperatures will continue to cool their way down into the mid 50s. Tomorrow, I do expect to see our temperatures then warming up into the low 70s. It's refreshingly cool as you step on out of the door. You'll notice that as we round out the week going into the weekend. Lots of sunshine for Halloween weekend. We'll see 78 degrees for the day on Halloween. Trick-or-treat time around 71. And then keep the sweatshirt around because by Wednesday of next week, high of only 66 with rain returning. You're watching CBS 11 News. We'll be right back.